Hey guys, what's up? This is going to be a comprehensive overview of my Blu-ray collection. I know I've done a couple parts already with the, what do you call it, my Criterions, Steelbooks, and Digibooks, but I figured what the hell, it's going to take too long to do the rest how I had planned it, so let's just go over comprehensively. So this is the rest of my Criterion, the rest of my Blu-ray collection as it is today. And so here we go. The first thing you'll see is the I Am Legend box set at the top shelf here. I'm noticing it's a little dusty up there too. I should dust that today. This is actually a recent purchase. I got this just this last week for like 15 bucks or less now, I forget. But I didn't do an update because I figured everyone either has this or has seen a video of it because it's so common, I guess. And next to it you'll see I got Die Hard, the first 4 films. Is that right? Yeah. Not the new one. I haven't seen it and I have no interest in it. And then I've got Star Wars and Shrek box sets. Because obviously Star Wars is important, and Shrek because I always liked those movies, and even though the third one wasn't very good. And on this side, of course, we've got Alien Anthology. Let me get closer here. The Alien Anthology, which is, of course, I actually paid like full price for this when it first came out. It was like $100. Maybe it was like 90 bucks, but either way, I used a gift card, but still I paid real money, or like full price. Everyone else has probably owned this now for 25 bucks or less. And that bugs me sometimes, but it was a good collection to get, and I'm glad I have it. It just, I wish I'd waited sometimes. And next to that, I've got Close Encounters, the box set, which I think I got for like $9. But it's a box set of some sort, so I put it up there. And Lord of the Rings, the theatrical versions. Because, you know, I don't have time to watch the extended ones. Alright, and let's see if I can do this. I'm going to try to do... I might pull some of these out, maybe I'll just go through it. As you can see there, I've got 500 Days of Summer. This is in order, obviously, from starting with alphanumeric and then going into the alphabet. But it starts with 500 Days of Summer, the 10 Things I Hate About You, 127 Hours, 121 Jump Street, 30 Minutes or Less. I actually haven't finished this yet. I heard it was good, but I just didn't get around to watching it. 300, 310 to Yuma, 50-50, Adventureland. I don't know, I've mentioned this before, I don't know if I have. Well, yes, I think I did in some video. But I did not care for what I watched of this. I probably only watched half an hour, but I didn't like it. So, I should probably trade that or sell it. It was $5 though, so I guess no one cares. Adventures of Tintin, Alexander, Revisited. This is the final cut. I actually haven't watched this yet because it would take up a lot of my life. 213 minutes. But I plan to watch it at some point. Alice Cross. I just bought this 2 weeks ago, I think. Once again, I didn't do an update just because I hadn't gotten around time, and I figured I was almost embarrassed because I've heard bad things. I bought it for $10 at Target. I haven't seen it yet. But if you want to own the UV code of that, I actually have that up for my contest right now, so check on over there if you want the code for free. Amazing Spider-Man. I enjoyed this movie. I'm looking forward to the next one. The American, which I've noticed is getting a lot of hate online. I understand, but I enjoyed this movie. I haven't watched it since I watched it the first time, but I enjoyed the pace of this. It is slow, but I thought it was an interesting take on a Hitman type movie. It's not very action-packed. It's got some action in the beginning and at the end. Otherwise, it's fairly slow, but I liked it. American Beauty. This is probably one of the only double packs that I own. American History X and History of Violence. I would actually like to get these individually, but for now, double pack. Anchorman, which I think is an overrated movie. I enjoy it, but it's not like a fantastic film. I'm only sort of looking forward to the sequel. Apollo 13, Argo, fuck yourself. The assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. That is one of the longest titles, I think, ever seen for a movie. This is an excellent movie. I need to watch this again, actually. It does require a lot of time. I mean, I think it's over 2 hours. Yeah, 160 minutes, so it's about 2.5 hours long, approximately. But it's worth it. The acting is great. One of the first times I ever saw Casey Affleck and Jesse James. Brad Pitt as Jesse James was very good. Yeah, I don't want to get into it too much, but I enjoyed that movie. Everyone should give it a shot. It's probably under $10 now, so. Alright, let's just move along here. The Avengers, Bad Lieutenant, this movie, I think I paid $15 for this, like 2 years ago. You can get it for like 5 or 6 now. It isn't, look at that picture, seriously. It is Nicolas Cage at his best. Just crazy, weird, fucking addicted to drugs and just whacked out. He's seeing these iguanas, like on a desk or something, I forget. It was good, but it's not very good either. Bad Santa, probably one of the best Christmas movies that I own. I don't own a lot of Christmas movies, but this is definitely the funniest. With the late, great Bernie Mac and John Ritter in the same movie. This is hilarious. Everyone should check that out. That's always in like the 788 bin. Bad Teacher. Not a bad comedy. I enjoyed it for Cameron Diaz and Justin Timberlake and Jason Segel. Bank Job. I actually enjoyed this movie. I bought it a long time ago. The digital copy, which is the second disc here. I always, by the way, a little quick rant. When they say 2-disc special edition, I always hate when the second disc is the digital copy. That's not a 2-disc special edition. That's a 1-disc with a digital copy. Well, they don't do that anymore. Rant over. But anyway, I actually really enjoyed this movie. I've only seen it the one time, but it was a nice little bank heist movie, and it takes place in the 70s, I think. I forget. Dark Knight Rises, or The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and Part 2. Those were good. I like the graphic novel, obviously, but those were about as good an adaptation as we were going to get. And then I have Batman Under the Red Hood, Year One, and I thought I had something else, but I guess I don't. Those are both decent, too. Year One is probably the weakest of the 4. Under the Red Hood was my favorite up until these were released, so this is my favorite. So I guess it's kind of an order from left to right of how good they are. The other one isn't bad, though. It's just a little bit slower. Battle Royale, I just watched this a month or so ago for the first time, and I have to say, I enjoyed it. I don't like that this doesn't have any special features on it. I think just nothing but the movie. But I wasn't like, maybe because it was so hyped up for me, I just thought it was okay. But anyway, I don't want to get into it too much. I enjoyed it, but I probably won't watch it again. Glad I only paid $8 for it. Beats the Southern Wild, which was a good movie, especially since the two main actors, the girl and then the guy who played her dad or uncle, whoever he was, were not even actors, I believe. Well, maybe I forget if Quvenzhané was. Quvenzhané Wallis, I believe her name is. And the guy whose name I don't... Dwight Henry, right there. He wasn't an actor. He had owned a bakery across the street. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. That movie was pretty good, but I probably won't watch that again either. Beautiful Mind, The Beaver. I have not watched this all yet, but I got for cheap. For the Devil Knows You're Dead. That's a good movie. But yeah. Bernie, decent movie. Black Swan, obviously, good movie. Blood Diamond, Blood Work. I only bought this because it was at Best Buy. I'd never seen it there, and I was testing out their price match. So this was back in March, I think, whenever they instituted the price matching at Best Buy, and I got it for $5. And so that's all, I guess. I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's good, though. And then all 4 of the current Bourne movies with slipcovers. You'll actually see right here I got the Bourne pack. I mentioned this in one of my other videos, that I took the movies from here and then did some slippity-doo-dahs at like Target and got the slip cases for them, because I didn't... The way they were selling them currently was on flipper discs, and I didn't want flipper discs, so I wanted the movies by themselves. and then the slipcases. I actually also had 3 of the DVDs too, so I made my own combo packs. So it's kind of a weird switcheroo that I did, but either way, I'm happy with them. And I think these are the ones that open up. Yeah, they are. That's Universal 100. And then obviously I got Born Legacy, which wasn't bad. If I can get this out. Bridesmaids, which is a really funny movie. I haven't watched this Blu-ray yet. So I haven't watched it on rated yet. I've only watched it when it was on HBO, and I loved it then. So I gotta watch this at some point with new footage. So I got Brothers, which was okay. Brothers Bloom, which honestly I don't even remember buying this. Although I suppose I should I recall buying it. I don't remember how much I paid. I think it was $6, and I don't know why I bought it. I think I had just watched it, and I was surprised it was so cheap at the time. But anyway, I have that too. Bully, which was an okay documentary about bullying, but I won't watch that ever again, so I probably shouldn't bother. The Cable Guy, because obviously this is one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid. It's a silly and fucking weird movie, but I loved it as a kid. The Campaign, which I have not seen yet. Well, mostly bad things, actually. I'll put this here. Captain America. Casino. I know that WrestleManiac has mentioned numerous times this is his favorite movie of all time, and I can understand that. It is a decent movie. If I was going to go for a gangster movie, though, I'd probably go with Goodfellas or The Godfather, personally. But this is a decent top 3, probably, for gangster. Maybe. Casino Royale. Awesome movie. Don't need to talk about that, really. Cedar Rapids. I haven't watched this Blu-ray. I saw it on HBO again, I think. And I liked it. Got it for $8. Changeling, I bought this recently for $4.75 or $5 at Target. I heard it's a good movie. I believe it's... where does it say? I'm moving this around too much. I think it's a Clint Eastwood movie. Yeah, Clint Eastwood. So that's cool. Change Up. A surprisingly funny movie. I actually did not think it was going to be funny at all, and it actually was pretty humorous. One of my alternate covers, Children of Men. In a case I have because I don't want it to get scratched up, because they are thinner than other slipcovers, so I wanted to make them sure they were preserved. Chloe. A good, like erotic thriller. I don't know if I want to call it an erotic thriller, although, well, yeah, okay, I'll call it that. There's definitely eroticism to it. Psychological thriller. Chronicle. As you can see, I got this from Blockbuster. They crossed out the DVD part there and up there, I think. Wait, whatever. I haven't seen it since I bought it. I watched it in the theater. Cloud Atlas. I just watched this a week or two ago, and I really loved it. I thought it was really well done. I can't believe they actually were able to translate what the book did into a film and actually make it sort of cohesive. Although I'll admit, at the beginning, it did not feel cohesive. It seemed very difficult to take. It was hard to keep up with what was going on. But anyway, I enjoyed the hell out of it, and I would love to watch it again in the future, with knowing how it ends and not how it unfolds, to see how they interact some more. But I enjoyed that movie. Center House Rules, good movie. Collateral, really good movie. I always thought his head looked like it was superimposed on there weird. Maybe that's just me. Colombiana, I've had this for months and months, and I have not watched it yet. Maybe that's because I've heard it sucks. But, you know, I added. Coming to America, awesome. I actually just made, the other day, excuse me, a double pack of this. I had the DVD, now I have the Blu-ray, so. I need to get Trading Places. That's my favorite Eddie Murphy movie, but Coming to America is a good movie too. I don't think it's quite as funny as Trading Places, but I love it. The Company Man, I haven't watched this yet, but I got it for $5 during the upgrade and save, I think. Seems alright. Compliance. This is based on a true story, and it actually mirrors fairly closely to what happened in that true story. I recommend it. It's on Netflix right now, so I kind of wish I hadn't bought this when I did. It was like 15 bucks, and it was on Netflix like almost immediately after it came out. But I recommend giving this a watch. It's uncomfortable, but it's interesting to see this actually happen and how easily people can be coerced into doing things, and they have a superior person telling them how to do things. Let's see, that's the first shelf. Now I'm wondering if I should continue down, or if I should cut this right here. Maybe I'll cut it right here and just go by shelf. Let's do that. Well, yeah, because it's been 15 minutes. Let's do that, guys. I'll be back in a minute with the beginning of my second shelf, and I'll just give you a quick teaser there. So I'll be back in a bit. Thanks, guys.